That urgent, unstoppable need to pee is not weakness. It is your body, after 50, firing an alarm you were never taught to read. Every time you rush to that bathroom, your body is not failing you. It is talking to you. And in this video, you are finally going to understand every single word it has been saying. Stay with me, because later I am going to reveal the one thing you do every single day that is quietly making this so much worse. You will not see it coming. Can I be honest with you for a moment? You've been carrying this quietly for a long time. You know that feeling when you are sitting in a restaurant and the food has not even arrived yet, but your brain is already locating the bathroom, just in case. You know what it feels like to laugh a little too hard and hold your breath hoping nothing happened. You know the exhaustion of waking up at 2 a.m., then 4 a.m., then giving up on sleep entirely. You have probably told yourself it is just part of getting older. You have probably just accepted it. But here is what I need you to understand right now. This is not just aging. Something very specific is happening inside your body. And once you see it clearly, everything is going to make sense in a way it never has before. So what is actually going on? Think about a brand new rubber band. You stretch it, it snaps right back. Strong, tight, reliable. Now think about an old rubber band that has been sitting in a drawer for years. You stretch it and it just stays stretched. No spring, no fight left in it. That is what is happening to the tissues around your bladder right now. After 50, a hormone called estrogen starts dropping quite sharply in your body. Most people think estrogen is only about periods and pregnancy. But estrogen has been quietly doing something else your whole life, keeping the tissues around your bladder soft, strong, and stretchy. When estrogen drops, those tissues slowly lose that quality. They thin out, they loosen, they stop holding things in place the way they used to. So that sudden desperate urge you feel, even when your bladder is barely half full, that is not your bladder being dramatic. That is your bladder working without the support it used to have. It is doing its best, with less than it used to have. And there is more. Picture the floor of your home. Everything in your house sits on that floor. Your furniture, your appliances, everything depends on it being solid and level. Now imagine that floor starts to slowly sink in the middle. Nothing broke, nothing collapsed dramatically, it just gave way a little. That is your pelvic floor right now. Your pelvic floor is a group of muscles sitting at the very bottom of your body, and your bladder sits directly on top of them. When those muscles are strong, your bladder stays steady and controlled. But after 50, those muscles go through real changes, hormonal shifts, years of physical strain. Even childbirth from 20 or 30 years ago can still be affecting those muscles today. When the floor sinks, the bladder moves. When the bladder moves, control becomes unpredictable. A sneeze, a cough, a sudden laugh. Signals your body used to catch easily now arrive faster than your body can respond. This is not your fault. This is your foundation shifting, quietly, gradually, without warning. But the third reason, this one stopped me cold when I first learned it. I promised you something at the beginning. The one daily thing that is making all of this dramatically worse. Here it is. The way you drink water. Not how much, not whether you drink enough. The way, the pattern, the timing. Here is what happens inside your body. Your bladder does not just react to how full it is. It reacts to how fast it is filling up. So the woman who barely drinks anything all morning, then sits down at lunch and drinks 2 big glasses of water quickly. Her bladder does not gently fill up. It gets hit with a sudden rush. And a bladder that is already under hormonal stress, already sitting on weakened muscles, when it gets flooded suddenly like that, it panics. It sends the loudest, most urgent signal it knows how to send. Not because something is terribly wrong, but because it was not built to handle sudden floods anymore. Nobody told you that. Nobody explained that the timing of your sips, not just the quantity, could be quietly triggering everything you have been struggling with. Now you know. So what can you actually do with all of this? Here is what many women over 50 have found genuinely helpful, and I want you to really take this in. Sip water like it is medicine, slowly and steadily all day long. Not gulped, not skipped for hours then flooded, just small steady sips from morning to evening. Research suggests this simple shift may calm the urgency signals your bladder sends throughout the day. Look at what you are drinking, not just how much. Coffee, tea, fizzy drinks, alcohol. These do not just go through your body. For many women, they actively irritate the bladder lining and turn up the volume on urgency signals. Many women are genuinely shocked at the difference they feel within just a few days of reducing even one of these. Stop racing to the bathroom the second you feel anything. This one sounds strange, but stay with me. When you rush every single time, you are teaching your bladder to panic at smaller and smaller amounts. Research suggests that very gradually waiting just a few extra minutes before going may help your bladder learn to calm down over time. Please speak with your doctor before trying this, but it is worth asking about. Take your pelvic floor seriously, starting today, not occasionally. Consistently. Done correctly and regularly, pelvic floor exercises may help restore some of the support your bladder has been missing. If you are not sure how to do them properly, a pelvic floor specialist can show you in one session what years of guessing cannot. Your body is not giving up on you. It is asking for something specific. And now you actually know what that is. Before you go, I have one question for you. Which part of this video made you stop and think, nobody ever told me that? Tell me in the comments. I genuinely want to know. And if there is a woman in your life who has been quietly dealing with this, who would never search for this video herself, please send it to her right now. She needs this today. New here, this channel exists for one reason, to give women over 50 the honest, clear answers their bodies deserve. Subscribe so you never miss one. Next time, we are talking about something that wakes thousands of women up every single night, and it has nothing to do with what most people think. That one is going to open your eyes. You are not falling apart. You are just finally getting the truth. See you in the next one.